We're also streaming from that SuperTalk Mississippi app and your local SuperTalk Mississippi radio station. But don't forget, you can watch us too. We are on your computer, your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. And I'm calling all of my gardeners. You want to know today that Mississippi Extension has kicked off their Fall Master Gardener program. Joining us today is Jeff Wilson, and to tell us a little bit more. Welcome back, Jeff.
Thank you very much.
It's good to have you here on opening day. I'm sure the registrations are coming in quick, fast, in a hurry. It's an exciting time there at the Extension Center.
Yes, it's been a great day. The registration for the Fall Online Master Gardener course opened this morning, and I think we've already had over 30 people get registered just in the first 4 hours this morning, so we're excited about that.
That is exciting. That goes to show that people out there love gardening, want to learn more about it. And I think, too, Jeff, as people learn about this program, what it offers and how they can grow their knowledge around something that they enjoy, the more people are getting into it. Do you find that it's a lot of word-of-mouth referrals, or do you find that people find out about the Master Gardener program from other places?
I think most people find out about the program through current Master Gardeners. They see where the local groups are doing things in the local communities, and then they're posting about it on Facebook and other places, and I think that's the number one place that people see what Master Gardeners are doing in the local community, and then just through the personal conversations they have with those people who are already Master Gardeners.
Because that's what I have learned over the last several times, Jeff. You and some other Master Gardeners have been here on Good Things. It's not about it's not just about expanding your knowledge. It is about expanding your knowledge, but it's also about giving back and doing good work in the community, which I think is definitely a good thing. Okay, yes, today's the opener, but people have until September the 12th to register. So give us the details. Maybe this is the first time someone has heard Master Gardener or what it entails. How do you explain to folks what the program is?
Yes, thank you. So we call it a volunteer leader training program. So it is offered through MSU Extension, and we provide about 40 hours of education training to people who take the course, and it's over a variety of horticulture and agricultural topics. And so we provide that training to the people, and then in turn they provide their volunteer service back to us, and they do that through helping the local MSU Extension office with their horticulture needs in the community.
So they connect to the offices, or is there a office in all 82 counties, Jeff, or in enough counties that it's within spitting distance, as they would say, of all counties?
Yes, so we are one of the few states that still has an extension office in every county. So all 82 counties have an MSU Extension office, and you can look up them for your local office and contact them. And it's a great way to get started and meet other people who like gardening and working with plants and enjoy volunteering in the local community.
So, Jeff, the word masters is kind of scary. It's not for, I don't know. It can all be scary, but it could be maybe, masters in terms of your age or masters in terms of like your level of education. Here, do you need to already have like a good baseline gardening, know-how, or can you come in like me, fully blind and with a few plant deaths under your belt, and still come out with something useful?
Yeah, so great question. We take people of all different ages and all different levels of gardening knowledge. There are no pre-requirements. You don't have to have anything done in your past in order to take this training. Most people who take the training do enjoy working with plants, obviously, or they wouldn't do this. And so we just encourage people to have a thirst for knowledge, and then to have a love of volunteering and helping other people. And if you can have those two things, then you can be a successful Master Gardener.
All right, Jeff, talk about the coursework. I know it's online. Is it every week you have to show up and have like a live class? Is the Master Gardener program kind of go at your own pace? How's that one set up, or maybe a mixture of both?
Yeah, so the term that we use is asynchronous, which just basically means at your own pace. And so there are close to 40 hours of videos that are recorded that are on that class. And so once you get registered and you log in, once the course opens October 1st, you log in and you start with video number 1 and you work your way through it and you answer a couple of questions at the end, and then you move on to video 2. And so there are 16 videos that you work your way through. And then at the very end of all of that, you take a final exam and complete the course. And we have some people that will finish the whole 40 hours in the first week. And then most people finish somewhere, towards the end of the 9-week session. So you do it at your own pace. You can do an hour a day, or you can sit down and work on 40 hours straight until you're done. It's whatever's best for you.
Overachievers there.
Yes.
Or maybe they just really enjoy it or have a week off, or it just fits into what they do. What are some of the topics for those who may be interested in the Master Gardeners program that you don't have to go through all 16, Jeff? I'm sure there's a list of them somewhere, but kind of the ones that people would be most likely to know that was there, and then maybe some that people might not realize they're going to learn about.
Okay, so we start with botany and soils just to build a foundation for the rest of the classes to fall, come after that. But we have classes on vegetables, on fruits, on ornamentals, insects, diseases. We talk about propagation and turf grass, and we have honeybee class in there. So it's just a wide variety of horticulture topics.
And the volunteer part, what would be some of the projects folks would be setting themselves up for? I know every extension office is going to be different. Every different part of the state is going to have something unique to offer in terms of projects. But some that have stood out, obviously you've brought a few here to Good Things over the years that are super unique. What are some of those that stand out to you in terms of the volunteer projects?
Well, it is like you said, it does vary by county, and because the needs in each county are a little bit different. But we have a lot of Master Gardener groups around the state that have what we call demonstration or education gardens. It could be an herb garden, a vegetable garden. It could be for butterflies or pollinators. And so a lot of groups will have those gardens. They'll maintain those and then have educational programs at those. We have groups that go and do educational programs in the schools and Boys and Girls Clubs and other youth places like that. We provide education for adults in every single county, whether it's vegetable gardening or rose gardening, just a wide variety of topics. Really anything related to home horticulture that you can think of is what we're trying to provide education for, and we do it in numerous avenues.
What's your youngest Master Gardener?
Well, you have to be 18 to take the course, and the youngest person that has ever finished the course was 19.
Oh, did it take them all year?
No, actually, they were very high tech, and they were on the ball, and they finished it pretty quickly, and were able to volunteer their time and made it work pretty easily.
I think that's cool. I think, just because, again, the word Master Gardener could kind of scare somebody off or imply that, you have to be retired or you have to be of a certain age or a certain education. What I'm hearing you say, Jeff, is just as long as you've got a passion for plants and giving back and learning more about it, then this is a good fit for you.
That's absolutely right. And the bulk of our volunteers, most of them are, let's say, retired age and above. But as we have started this online training, we are getting more and more what I would call younger people, younger than myself, and even people who are working full-time are taking the course because now they have time to take the course, in the evenings or on their own time, and then they can still volunteer after that. And as I said, we've had people from 18 all the way to we've had someone last year that was 87 that completed the course. So we've got all ages in between there. Oh,
I love that. That's so inspiring. It's just never too late. You're never too old. You're never too, young past 18
That's right.
to dive into this. But really, you're never too young either. I mean, to get them interested, it's something to look forward to once you turn 18. Once you become a Master Gardener, Jeff, is that it? Or do you have to continue education of some capacity to keep your certification?
Yes, so that's right. You take the course, and once you fully complete the course this fall, you can start volunteering with your county, your local Master Gardener group in January. And in order to become a fully certified Master Gardener, over the next year, you have to volunteer 40 hours with that local group on their projects. And then at that point, you're a certified Master Gardener. And then every year after that, you have to volunteer 32 more hours each year to maintain your status. But the average Master Gardener in Mississippi volunteers about 90 hours a year. So 32 is pretty easy to get. Even for our people who work full-time, we can still find time to give 32 hours each year.
That's pretty cool. Okay, how many Master Gardeners are there in the state, Jeff?
It's kind of a fluid number, but I roughly would say around 1,400.
Wow! And the next
we have about 60 counties, close to 60 counties, that have at least a couple of Master Gardeners, and about 50 counties that have what I would refer to as a full Master Gardener group.
Well, I love that, Jeff. I appreciate your time here. Encourage folks from now till September the 12th to sign up for the online class. And you're always welcome back to Good Things. Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you so much. Bye-bye.
All righty, you guys stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.